Today is Monday, February 3, 2025. Time for another daily recap. Talk about how our futures trades played out today based on the levels that we identified this morning. This is the daily chart of the SPY. The gap to the open pretty low, over 100 S&P points, and climbed all the way up to the bottom of this trend line. I kept these trend lines on from last week because they're still important. So interesting things are happening. I'm not sure we're going to come back to this chart. Just want to point out right now that there is some general weakness in this market and other markets that I track, other indexes. So while there was a pretty big climb around 10:20, 10:30 or so, we'll look at the 1 minute chart in a minute to talk about the futures trades. But overall, I just kind of wonder if this whole thing is going to go lower. I don't know if the bears are finished. It's a little early to say at this point. It just seems that we have some interesting behavior on our hands currently. This was the email that was sent out this morning. You can see the levels, the trend lines at the top are the ones we just looked at. And you can read the game plan. And this is the rest of the email. You can see what the SPY looked like before the opening bell. So probably not the easiest day to trade. I did some trades. There is no recording of it because what I was actually trading was not this account, not my own account. As I was setting up this morning and running the numbers, I got a notification from TradingView. That's the chart we were just looking at, the one I do my analysis on, or just helps me with my analysis, this chart right here. And I noticed that there was a contest, Leap or something like that they call it, where maybe they do it monthly, I don't know. Starting on February 3rd today, you sign up, you trade their paper account. They put $250,000 in there, $250,000, and there's a number of different instruments you can trade, including the futures. And whoever has the most return, I guess, at the end of the month wins something. So it looked pretty interesting. I thought maybe I can kind of do that at the same time, but it really took me a while to kind of figure out their order system, and I was playing around with it, and I did pretty well. I'll show it to you in a minute. But the trades I took were based on the levels here, but they were not, it wasn't real money. It was just a paper trading account. So let's just talk about what you would have done playing by the rules. If you know what to do, strictly playing by the rules. And I'm not going to say it was a very easy day to trade because what I did on mine, which I could probably show you with the order history, wasn't exactly to the rules. I kind of went short, rode this down, and went long a couple times and rode this up when I saw what was going on. But after 9:45, they were coming down into this 592.91 level. So going long would be the plan. And so you would have had to withstand this entire thing all the way down to this next level because there was no signal given to reverse. They came down relatively fast. And this level here was important, and you would have bought again. So if you bought 2 contracts here, you're buying 2 more down here. And this reaction was more than I would have expected, but that combined position easily gave you a base hit all the way up. Now, here's where problems would have started. If you had gone short here at 592.91, expecting them to fall down from here again, for a profitable short trade, which under normal conditions, that would have been expected. But the way they came up into this pretty fast, that's starting to say something that things aren't acting normal. But the point is, if you went short here per the rules, you would have gone short again. You would have been out of the money quite a bit. You would have hit your max loss limit, 20 ES points, pretty quickly. You would have jumped out of that one trade there. And it might have felt wrong at the time, but if you'd gone short at 596.14, it would have given you a base hit. You got above this thing, you would have got another base hit here because there's enough time and not touch this for the rest of the time. So you would have ended the day in the red, mostly being on the wrong side of these levels here. Just sticking to a process, you would have stayed out of trouble by jumping out before things got too hairy. And while I can't show you a recording of the trades because I was trying to figure this out, you can probably, let's see, account history. Yeah, this is how it works, I think. You can see essentially everything red is commissions. You can see me going short, writing this thing down pretty early on, and then going long. So, this is like 8 contracts, then 10 contracts going up, and then 6 more going up. I wouldn't say it was the cleanest trading in the world, trying to figure out their system, but 5.5% or so on the first day of messing around with their system. Not too bad. Started out the day with 250. Now it's 264 and some change. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this. I'll try, but I think it's going to be difficult for me to juggle this and my own trades at the same time and try to get some other work done at the same time. But we'll see. But this is something I just want to show you. This is not going to count this, of course, in the tracking log because it wasn't real. So here's the tracking log. We're just going to start with February here and go through the month like we did with January. So you can read the notes here. This is level 5, went down to level 4. That's one position averaged in, a base on that combined position. So there's your first 8 points. And then you would have lost 20 when level 5 on the way back up if you chose to recycle that trade. Then it went up to this level at L6, level 6 here, and there's where you hit your 20 points max loss limit. base hit on level 7, and then on the other side of that, another recycle trade, so another 4 points. So not spectacular. The levels worked for the most part, but the market had other ideas. And when you stick with the process, this type of thing is going to happen every now and then. Keep an eye on the profit and loss ratios, the win ratios, where we're at so far in the year. And then over here on my trades, no trades taken. There was all the levels that were hit, so nothing for me in my real account. So that's what I have for today. I don't want to make any predictions or forecasts for what they might be doing until I see the pre-market and see what they're going to do, because anything can happen probably in the overnight session. And I'll find levels in the morning based on that and other information. So thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, and I will talk to you in the next recap video. Have a great day.